Hello. Hello. Y'all like spooky things? Cause I sure as hell do. Okay. Welcome to without further ado. Welcome to Spooky Scary. Let me try to position my microphone. Tactical microphone. So Halloween is here. And that means scary things. Yeah. I would have done an underworld build, but that's boring. And a pumpkin build would have been better. But I need some true fear. Because that's what Halloween's about. We're building in here today. And I wish I was joking. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to gear up for this. What's gonna make this special? Absolutely wrong. Yeah, whoever's, if anyone says that, they're wrong. What makes this so special? I think this is. You might be asking what makes this special. Allow me to explain. You see, we're going to be building them. I'm going to have enemies on them. I'm going to have a very powerful summon. My goal is to jump scare some viewers. So I'm going to be using a summon. And we're gonna give a chance today. I haven't ever played Terraria Summoner, so I can't say I'm giving too many games a try. Now seems as good of a time as ever. We're going to be. I'm going to grab a minion I know can do stuff. That isn't a sentry. As much as I'd like to use a sentry for this, I feel like it's going to mess with the balance I'm trying to get here. So you know we're gonna use the good old classic because all else is failed. I would like something that isn't too strong, but it's also just very strong. This thing's going to be attacking things whilst we build. Yep. Okay. My hope is that this scares. Anyway, we're building in the abyss, and we're just building in general, so we're going to grab some of my good buddies. And then we're going to get to work. Can't mine too much of this without a very specific pickaxe, so we're going to grab a specific pickaxe. I'm just going to be using the astral tool in a second, why not? And I'm also going to go silent. I'm gonna leave the microphone on and just go silent. I would like to have as much ambient noise as possible. Gravel and this gravel to start with. And now we're doing this. That's the only reason why. Okay. Let's begin. Actually, wait, there's one more thing I'd like to grab. Grabbing a bunch of things throughout the build. There's one more thing I'd like to grab to get us started. I'd like to grab Stratus bricks. Slab. I think we're now set up. And we're also going to grab the music box with the deepest abyss. Slap that on. hope no one minds. I'm gonna be doing some commentary for a bit. I really hope no one minds. Nah, you all are fine with it, I'm sure. If you're not, I apologize. So, I'm trying to make a sort of Reaper Shark-esque den. I'm even gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna leave that there. And as you can see, it's going great. I'm really liking the Voidstone slab and the new sound that these make. It's so satisfying, dude. You can see now I'm working on the just filling up these areas with some banners. I do like these little abyss areas here. I think this one's perfect considering you have... so the reason that I added these, I kept these, are because if you look very closely, it looks a lot like a shark. And I think it's perfect. So yes, I did just stick a heart of the sharks in there. Who cares? We'd like to make something small down here. Going to be... So before all this, I was afraid to use modded tiles, specifically from Chat's Furniture when I played 1.3. I don't really have a reason for it. Oh, I just realized I should have been using scoria bricks. No! I'm going to be using scoria bricks now, because I feel like I can add some flavor. You know, some flavor to the... Ah, yes, my favorite sound. Where is he? He will not be alive. You know what? I'm actually gonna turn off the enemies for a bit, just to make it more ambient. So how's everyone's Halloween? I am of course doing this. My first time doing it, so wanted to make it count. So what I'm doing now is just looking through, my mods list. I'm just seeing like what I can put down, what would look good. I'm going to be putting a bunch of these down in random spots. I'm putting down idolic trees. Bro, not even Calamity's Vanities made one, bruh. How am I supposed to finish the build? This is definitely not my best build, and it's not my worst either. And we're not done after this. I have a bunch more stuff I plan to do today. You know what? There we go. So something that I notice myself doing a lot is just kind of how often I will flip out in dark areas, especially in games like Terraria, when anything starts moving. So what I'm going to do is just try and embody that feel, and just put a bunch of moving furniture down to hopefully scare the player a bit. Jared. I'm definitely gonna return to this Abyss theme house later. I'll definitely do stuff with it in the future, but I think that was a good, that felt like a very good way to, start off this silly little Halloween stream I'm doing. Sorry, Reaperoid. Actually, you know what? You know what? Just for all my viewers who liked having him, I'm going to keep him around this episode. That's right. I'll be keeping him around this episode. Because the thing is, I like him too. Alright, so I have a clear inventory again. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna keep this guy around for a bit. So let's do some dumb stuff with pumpkins, shall we? Specifically have a very ba-da-bop-bop. I've been eating a lot of these for what we're doing today. I'm gonna be beating Ravager with only pumpkin-themed items. A couple of them. So this is what I call the Hour of Hell challenge. And it's going to be fun to watch. Here's how it works. You can do this if you want. You can set it, make something official out of it. I do not care. Here's how it works. It is a challenge where the player is going to have to fight through a boss fight against 2 Ravagers. Just 2. The catch is that only Halloween-themed items can be used. In fact, you know what? Let's make it not Ravager. We'll do Ravager and then something else. I'm still not sure yet. And you know what? We're gonna be using one weapon for all of it. So we have to find a pumpkin weapon that we like, or just a Halloween weapon. In the case of me, I'm going to be using the stake launcher and the Raven Staff. Minions are going to be allowed as well. So basically you have 2 weapons. I'm just going to be using stake launcher and Raven Staff, because those are probably my 2 favorite pumpkin moon drops. Horseman's Blade is my 3rd. Then again, isn't it everyone's? I have a soft spot for most pumpkin moon weapons. I don't know why. I just do. Probably comes from the fact that my birthday's in autumn, so. Wait, where even is the stake launcher? Oh, they buffed it. Okay. You know what? How about instead of fighting a boss, we go over all the pumpkin themed items that I currently know of. Anything spooky that I can find. Whilst I do this, I'm just going to be having a little word. I am very sorry for not posting for a while. Now, at the time of recording this, it's been 2 days since I posted. Before that is what I am trying to say. I have been really sick, if you couldn't tell by the constant tissues. I'm making a very swift recovery, however, so I'll be posting a bit more frequently. Maybe. I've been using a joke at school where I just... Oh god. So the joke is that if something has a lot of something, I will say that it has more. I will say that it. For example, I will say that for example, here's a good one. That dry ice is colder than the. Hang on. That dry ice has more low temperature gas than I do in consistency with my upload schedule. It's stupid, but I love it. It's fun just saying stuff like that. Just going on about how inconsistent I am. Now we're gonna do... I'm going to go over two of the best ranger weapons. And they're both Halloween themed. We're gonna start with the Pumpler. You probably have some knowledge of it. Originally, this video was going to be directly on the Pumpler. Unfortunately, they've patched it, so... But the Stake Launcher. Let me just say that the Stake Launcher is one of the best weapons in the game. And I mean that to the fullest extent. The Stake Launcher has a fast fire rate. I need a worm. I need a massive worm. You know what? Actually, yeah, you know, we'll summon something on par. It has very good worm shredding capabilities. You can kind of see it if you've ever fought the Destroyer before. Like, your friend just summons a Destroyer on you randomly, and you're just, you know, you're just casually vibing. So it turns worms into a joke, is what I'm getting at. So let's see which worms it can and cannot make an absolute badooey out of. I'm gonna start with the Sea Serpent. Never mind, the Sea Serpent is not a coward. Come up here. Come up here. Okay, I believe I've aggroed him. Yep, okay. Expect results like that from the Destroyer. Yes, this thing is monstrously scary. There's not too many worms we can test it on that aren't bosses. I don't want to test it on bosses specifically. You know what? Oh, they resprayed him! I like it. I'm gonna be honest with you, this new resprite's actually amazing. The old gulp reel not only scared the crap out of everyone when they saw it, but it also kind of looked ugly. It was just a sharp pog. Now it's much better. So this is part 2 of the Halloween special. Facing my fears, because I haven't done that enough with the Abyss already. So yep, we're going to be facing my fears of Gulpariel by just making a joke out of them. Because after all, the Stake Launcher, as you can see, is downright busted against worms. This is what I call the Stake Launcher's main gimmick. Its projectiles are stupid good at opening worm bosses like a can of beans. When it is 3 a.m. at my house. Just look at it go. I'm not going to be doing the Eidolon worms with this because that would take way too long. Fun fact, whilst I look for other things that I am afraid of. My man got dragged to Brazil. So this is the Bobbit worm. He is no longer being dragged to Brazil. Can I hit multiple segments at this point? No, you cannot. Okay. I had to know. So if you go in their range, they attack. Enemies can make sense sometimes, you know? What if I... So the bobbit worm here is another funny boy. Fun fact, whilst I'm facing my fear, and which is... I'm actually not afraid of bobbit worms too much. I haven't seen one in real life, but in game I've never really encountered them. I don't go out of my way to get bobbit hook, which is a sin. So basically there was a... when Calamity did their bloat removal for 2.0, they removed a very good weapon. I mean, I barely used it, so... So this is the blowfish, by the way. Oh my god. This is what I came here for. Yes! In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do this with the Gladius. Yes! Is there a weaker weapon? Yes! Is there something that does, like, has rapid fire? No. Ooh, actually, no, it does have rapid fire. It's pretty weak, too. I don't want to use something like the mini shark on this. You know what? We're doing it. Yeah. Oh, this is maximum? Okay, so it's hit its maximum already. Which is unfortunate. I'm not really afraid of the bloatfish either. I actually like these things. I never see them in my playthroughs, but I freaking love them. So this is how they work. I'm just going over... I suppose today's a good day for me to just go over Abyss enemies that players normally don't encounter or forget about. The Forgotten Abyss enemies. I'm gonna grab a music box. So, when Calamity did their blow removal, they removed a weapon called the Butcher. Some of you might recognize it. It was made, I believe, using scoria. I believe you had to use a gun from the underworld or something. And then the stake launcher. What made it special was it fired stakes and it was really good. I never used it, but considering stake launcher is good, and probably one of my favorite weapons in the game, I can imagine it's good. Hey! They're resisting arrest. There was no other way. You know what else would be funny? Cuddlefish. How the... Yeah, no way it moves. No way it moves out of water. Then we have box jellyfish who... Okay. I think we're in for some fun today. And now we're going to have fun with probably my favorite enemy in the Abyss. The boy. What? 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 Is it 'cause he's not in water? I think it's 'cause he's not in water. If he was in water, I believe the mask would come off and everything. Unless they just removed the masked one. Nope. I believe Piracy is like the... I think they're called Piracy, the guild ones. And then we have this absolute jerk. I freaking hate the frogfish. They're good at one thing only, and that's the Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. How often do you get jump scared by these every playthrough? Then we have the boy, who I will now proceed to shoot. Stop position. And then we have Calamity's Vanity's most, and then we have Ginya's most favorite torture victim. Let's see him. Oh my god, that's incredible. We have actually good enemy. That isn't annoying. We have very annoying enemies. Then we have this boy. Let me just show off how strong this is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And we also have. Yeah, today we're just hit and see creatures. We have. That's me. Then we have should not exist. Okay, who invented the laserfish? Who is responsible for the concept behind the laserfish? I'm just genuinely curious. I'm really curious what they were thinking with that when they made it. I'm not criticizing them. I'm just saying I haven't seen anything like it. Dead. Then we have Ren. No longer. What up? Come here. Let me show off. Look at this. This is doing okay damage to it. Of course, I'm not sitting here and taking out the demon. I'm not sitting here and taking out a demon with it, because that's the modded one. Because that's painful. We have the regular Sulfur Sea enemies. Including Crab, Markiplier's Big Brain. Yes! Oh my god, it's the best item in the game. Nothing can convince me otherwise. It is perfect the way it is. They added it with no flaws. I believe Cygnus got a rework. He said, no thank you. I was switching to my weapon. It's about to... Yeah, as you can see, the stake launcher is very good, especially against worms. I've noticed that it specifically loves worm enemies. Okay, so Crawltipedes is not as effective because... First off, I can't aim. So not only can I not aim, the issue with Crawltipedes is that their tail is the only hittable segment, so... Get back here. I'm going to hit him one of these days. The issue is it's hard to tell how much HP they have left. Yeah, so it's not like a constant rate. Okay, got him. So that's probably not the best thing we can test it on, considering other worm enemies exist. Such as ones with only one hitbox. All you need to know is that it excels with worm enemies. Worm-based enemies become a joke with this weapon. Which is good considering not a lot of people like them. Frankly, who am I to judge? Yeah, that's right. That's alright. So there was a spooky PSA, and now we're going to get into the spookiest thing of all. What? Plague-bearing. What the heck did they do to Goliath here, actually? I like that. He said, "Yes, I have Hypnos mod on." I have given away I have pledged my loyalty. I will never be the same person again. So now we're going to get into the scariest thing of all. Which is me ending the video. Thanks a bunch for watching this really stupid Halloween special. And I guess I'll see you soon.